Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
It's time for the Nerdnado podcast on Idiot Radio.
Life finds a way.
Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a wonderful bit of a break there. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, whatever the heck you celebrate. And also, I hope everyone just had an absolutely wonderful New Year. We are back for 2018. New year, new us. Hopefully, probably not. I don't know.
Not really.
No.
I hope you guys didn't miss us too much.
No, I hope not either. All right. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and, along with the starting off, we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple things.
Wait, one quick thing. I just want to point out right before we started, Logan was jamming out to our theme song.
Yeah, I was.
In case that wasn't clear, I'm Devin.
Yeah, well, we got Devin, me, Logan, and we also got
Tommy.
And Aiden.
Yep, usual four as per usual. So we're going to go ahead and start off with movies as we normally do, and starting off with what we, I don't know, what was it?
That was a reference.
The little meme in the beginning.
The little meme in the beginning. We're going to be actually starting off with Jurassic World 2, which actually had a brand spanking new trailer come out recently.
With Jeff Goldblum in the background going, life finds a way.
It's so
funny.
So good.
So good.
I love it.
Comedy gold.
Yeah. But so the new trailer just recently came out.
Looks good.
Yes, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, absolutely watch it. It's great.
They always look good, though.
We have bigger dinosaurs, scarier dinosaurs, dinosaurs that eat dinosaurs,
Volcanoes.
Volcano dinosaurs, dinosaurs that come from volcanoes,
Dinosaurs that eat volcanoes.
Dinosaurs that
volcanoes that eat dinosaurs. We have meteors. We're probably going to wipe out the Earth again.
Yeah. But overall, I think we're all pretty excited about this one. Right, guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It seems really interesting. I think Jurassic World, the first one, was very interesting. I thought they added a lot to some things that were like previously mentioned in other Jurassic Park movies, like how they didn't actually have DNA. They just took DNA from other animals and spliced it.
I'm excited to see how they top the Indominus Rex. What is it?
It's the Indominus or something like that.
The Indominus Rex?
The Indominus.
Well, it doesn't matter because Chris Pratt's there, and if Chris Pratt's there, it's good.
Remember, it was the Indominus Rex brought to you by Verizon Wireless.
But what I noticed about is that they don't have the kids anymore from the last movie.
They died.
There's no reason for the kids to come back.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, they were pretty good in the last movie.
I don't know. I feel like the older one was kind of just emo. He was a little upset all the time.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty mad at the world, and I can't blame him.
Well,
for
yeah,
that.
when you're getting chased and almost die of dinosaurs.
Well,
I meant before.
Even before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was for different reasons.
Give him some leeway. He's fine.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think it's going to be a great movie.
I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Speaking of twos, we got the Incredible 2s coming out soon.
Yeah,
I'm
the
super
Incredibles.
Excited for that.
There's not a full trailer yet, but there is a teaser, and it's
my
really
God,
funny.
yeah.
Because
It is really
it's
funny.
a little baby, but he has a ton of different powers.
Yeah,
He's just
Jack
going
Jack.
nuts with
Have
them,
you figured out what Jack's power is?
Is a god?
The
No.
power
No.
to have all powers?
Think about his name, Jack. He's the Jack of all trades.
Yeah, so he's a god.
Yeah.
But can we talk about how people made memes about zooming in on Mr. Incredible's shirt and was like, look at the detail.
Look at the detail.
was
Why do you
so
think this
funny.
took 5+ years to produce?
Speaking of
I
topping
waited my
things,
time.
Yeah.
15 years of it.
How are we going to top the Where's My Super Suit?
Yeah.
Where's my super suit?
Personal favorite quote from the movie.
My favorite is the Thomas the Tank Engine edit, but it's Thomas, it's
Oh,
where's
yeah.
my super suit? It's good.
Yeah. So, I mean, that...
Speaking of twos again, on top of the past two movies that are both sequels, we have another two, kind of. It's the second.
Yeah,
it's
second
the,
in the trilogy.
trilogy.
Whatever.
Star Wars Episode 8. It's a integer of 2.
Have we been on since that came out?
No.
No, we have not.
Talked
No.
about
Yeah,
it.
let's say
So that movie blew my mind.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I personally haven't seen it yet.
A lot of people who didn't like it, which that's gonna happen because
Star
we don't
Wars
even
is
like
such
Star Wars.
such a back and forth franchise. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did something really different because what The Force Awakens did is it gave you everything you wanted. The nostalgia from the New Hope. And what Episode 8 does is it rips that all away from you.
It's just like, welcome to your...
Some people just can't handle it, in my opinion.
Let's see.
I think that's why I liked it though, because the first movie was a lot of fan service, and I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, I mean, I guess that's an entendre.
How are you
but,
not
like,
a fan of fan service?
Well, I
don't know.
It wasn't appealing.
Episode 8 had fan service. Don't forget about shirtless Kylo Ren.
Shirtless Kylo Ren.
I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to
Ben
talk.
Swolo.
I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to talk about Yoda.
Yeah, he was there.
Was he
Sure.
there?
I mean, but he was awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I also want to say my favorite parts of the movie were definitely the Kylo Ren temper tantrums.
No, my favorite part was Yoda laughing like a child.
Word.
He goes into a furious laughing fit.
Jesus.
My favorite was by far the throne room scene. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
so good.
Like on a serious scale of how cool the fights were.
The
that was
enemies
probably
actually
the best.
all attacked at once.
it was really cool.
Yeah, let's say.
And it
I-
wasn't like the Infinite Ninjas paradox.
I also
wow.
I also think it was interesting how they alluded to the fact that lightsabers aren't just sabers.
Yeah.
They aren't just swords.
Well, the things that they use aren't technically lightsabers because
same
they
from the new
aren't
materials.
swords, but they're made from kyber crystals. Yeah.
Yeah. So they wouldn't be lightsabers; they'd be light weapons.
Yeah.
Because a lightsaber is a saber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, all lightsabers are sabers.
Yeah.
If
If you want to go by logic, but like
if you want to go by...
Well, if you want to be really technical, the lightsaber isn't made out of light, and it isn't a saber either. It's a different kind of sword.
shut up,
it's
Aiden.
it's a long plasma sword, all right?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't love you anymore.
But also, in also recent news, something I'm super hyped about, something I'm super hyped about is the Black Panther movie had another trailer.
Oh my god,
Again.
it's so good.
So very good.
I love watching Black Panther just rip car doors off.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Like
be
it's
really
nothing.
hard for them to mess up this movie,
Yeah.
which is
He
honestly
smacked a guy with a car door.
Yeah.
And
It just
ripped it off.
It just makes me feel so much better because it's like they have to try really hard, and if
Yeah,
they
he-
don't try really
Yeah.
hard, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
He physically ripped a door off of a car and hit someone with it. That's awesome. I one day want to be able to beat someone
Okay,
with a car
guys,
door.
guys.
And then
Black Panther's new weapon is a car door.
Yes.
He's the new Captain America.
he's the new Captain America.
Captain America, step aside. Get that man a shield.
I really like what they're doing with Wakanda. Like, they made it look so cool
Yeah.
in the movie.
They-
My favorite actor with the weird wonky eye is going to be in that movie.
Oh,
I love him.
I forgot his name. The guy who has the kind of messed up eye.
Oh, I don't know.
You want me to look it up?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
go ahead and look that up.
He's my favorite. He's in that NCIS show. He's in NCIS New York, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head. But
he's honestly a great actor, but like memes, I guess.
Memes.
memes, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, I'm personally really excited about the movie because I like the whole old school, new school dynamic that they're going for. And
His name is Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Is it pronounced Whitaker? Am I getting that wrong?
Yeah, Whitaker.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Well, I love him.
I'd say he's personally one of my favorite actors.
He's an
actually.
amazing actor, nonetheless.
Yeah, I'd say he's one of my personal favorites.
Also, I was throwing some shade at Jeff Goldblum for his memes, but he's also one of my favorite
I'd say,
actors. He's amazing.
Yes, we also love Jeff Goldblum.
I love Jeff Goldblum from
Great,
my heart.
great person.
I don't know actor names too well.
Jeff
so-
Goldblum is the guy who's like life.
Yeah,
Finds a
I
way.
got that
Life
much, but
finds a
I
way.
don't know him.
Yeah,
from
I can't
anything
put a
else,
face
so
on him either.
I can't really relate.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy too. Or no, he was in Thor. He was in Thor.
Oh, was
As-
he the Grandmaster?
Yes.
He was the Grandmaster
okay.
in Thor.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
that was
that's
the
Jeff
The
Goldblum.
Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, that was Jeff Goldblum.
He was really funny in that.
He was
too.
really, he was
He
really good.
hysterical.
That's just
Uh,
Jeff Goldblum as a person, though.
Jeff Goldblum is really funny.
Yeah,
Honestly, he has a nice charisma about him.
yeah. That and also like whenever he was in his golden years, it was he was I don't know why, but he just always had that like, yeah, I did something, whatever type
So,
of
There's
uh,
hold
type
on
of feel to
before
him.
you go into that. There's an interview with Jeff Goldblum, and someone goes, He goes, people always ask me, is it Jeff Goldblum or Goldblum? And I always tell them the same thing. Why are you talking to me? I thought that was
He's
hysterical.
just a great, charismatic guy.
So in my downtime recently, I've been browsing Netflix because I have no life and
Why
nothing
not?
else to do. And
Is this the
there's
show you've been talking about
Yeah, this
lately?
show I've been talking about a lot. It's called Black Mirrors. So I used to watch the Twilight Zone a lot with my dad when I was a kid. And basically Black
Entering
Mirrors
the Twilight Zone.
is the Twilight Zone, but with technology and stuff. So every episode is like a different take on something that could happen in the future. Like the episode I just watched, this dude hacked into this kid's computer and got like footage of him and was like, if you don't do exactly what I say, I'm gonna spread this footage everywhere. So he ended up like robbing a bank and killing a person, and at the end of the episode, the dude still leaked the footage. So it's like it's it's
Yeah.
like one of those cool crazy.
He
At the end of the
360
episode,
no-scoped
he
him.
got a text of a troll face, and it was a big meme.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was memed. He got
Wow,
memed
my
hard.
God. He got memed.
But
Yeah, I definitely do recommend check it out because it's really interesting to watch.
Didn't it also just come out with a
Yeah,
new
new
season
season.
recently? Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought it was a Netflix original, but it's not. I'm just stupid.
Oh, it isn't?
It's not?
Yeah, it says Netflix on it.
On the
On
top?
Netflix, it
Oh, yeah.
says Netflix.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of another show. There's another show on Netflix that everyone thinks is a Netflix original, but it's not. I can't remember what it is.
No, yeah, dude, it says Netflix.
Oh.
You're Netflix.
Well,
Yeah.
I accept
Are-
your compliment.
Are you
Accept the
are you
compliment.
Netflix?
Are you really?
Are you the physical embodiment of Netflix?
Netflix and Netflix.
Are you really here? But actually, going a bit off the wall here, something that I was really excited for, and something that's been on advertising a lot is Black Lightning. You guys ever
Oh
see,
yeah,
you see
yeah.
a lot
I've
of
seen a
stuff
couple
about that?
trailers. For
Yeah,
that.
let's say I'm really.
What is that?
It's a what is it?
Superhero.
Yeah,
It's a DC superhero. It's
Yeah.
a part
Yeah.
of the. It's going to be a part of the Arrowverse.
I've never heard of him in my life.
yeah.
He's rad.
He is
So,
rad.
do you know who
No.
in the Marvel universe? Who's the Static Shock? Do you know who Static
Yeah.
Shock is? He's like the DC equivalent of Static Shock.
So
Except,
his Static
like,
Shock was emo?
No, if Static Shock was a dad.
Yeah, if Static
And
Static
emo?
Shock like grew
No, he's
20
not
years
emo.
old.
I mean, we all know that
On
the
the
DC
order.
the DC universe characters are always emo, so like
Yeah, but
No,
eh,
actually, Black Lightning is actually probably.
he's just a good dad.
Yeah, say he's just a really good
except
guy.
for like the Flash, he's not very emo. He's pretty cool.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah. I mean-
like Wonder Woman, she's not too emo.
I feel like they.
Yeah, she's just kind of like super like justice, and everyone else is like misery, darkness, and she's like no.
But I feel like in the CW show that they emoed the Flash up a bit more than they should have.
Well, in the past, in like the recent seasons, definitely, especially with like
Early seasons, not so much. Or I thought
a bit
early
bit
seasons of
less
the
so.
Flash was hysterical.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, he's always funny regardless of what.
yeah,
he's
but
in.
say
There's,
he always does crack. Like,
I only watched
some-
like the first two seasons.
there's
though.
never been an iteration of the Flash that isn't hilarious.
Yeah, that isn't like a bit lighthearted.
I never really got into the actual Arrowverse Flash show.
It's the only Arrowverse thing I watch.
Yeah,
I like that and Legends of Tomorrow. That's a good one.
I watched
too.
a lot of
So,
Legends of Tomorrow.
There's one thing I do want to talk about. Another Netflix. I think it's a Netflix original. Runaways. Have any
Oh,
of these?
seen
that is a Hulu original.
Is it Hulu?
Oh, okay.
Well, it's on Netflix. So
Oh, is it on Netflix now?
Really?
What?
I thought it was. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But
Figure it out.
it seems really interesting. It's actually, if I remember correctly, it's an old comic that like got skipped over a lot,
It is.
and I thought it was really interesting because there's not really many. I'm gonna bite myself for this. There's not that many Marvel shows compared to how many DC shows there are.
Yeah.
there aren't. You're
There's
right.
only a handful of Marvel shows, and they're all really good. Like,
like-
Punisher, Daredevil,
Jessica Jones.
Runaways now is really like
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
basically
watched
like
it.
the 4 Defenders and then Defender.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard really good things about it, and I'm kind of interested in it. It's just
Yeah.
it's something that we haven't seen in a long
Yeah,
time
because-
it was like a 1980s comic that got skipped over for like a long time.
And it's about the children of villains.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
And they
actually
become
interesting.
heroes. Yeah.
Because they find out that their parents are villains.
Yeah, but they're like raised until they're like teenagers, and they don't know
Yeah.
that their parents are villains. And then they like find out one day that they're all kind of like in this weird alien cult, or something like along the lines.
Scientology.
Scientology.
Cthulhu. I
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a real quick break.
I'd like to take a quick second before our break to remind everybody, do not eat Tide Pods.
Stop it. Okay.
Life
We're gonna
finds a way.
take a break. We'll be right back. By the gods.
By the 9.
By the 9.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort? Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions. The Nerdnado podcast on Idiot Radio is brought to you by the Brookline Teen Outreach, a nonprofit located in the South Hills of Pittsburgh that offers free programming to youth ages 10 to 18. After school and weekend drop-in sessions provide tutoring, access to computers, community service opportunities, counseling, and life skill programs. The Brookline Teen Outreach is dedicated to making a difference in people's lives by offering success, understanding, and hope in our community. For more information, please visit Facebook, Twitter, or their website, brooklineteenoutreach.org.
All right, everyone, we are back, and we are going to be going over a couple of real quick, just quick points with video games. So, being as though it's a new month, new year, we are also going to have new PlayStation Plus games for free. And the two games that are really big to note are actually Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
Whoa.
And the Telltale Batman series.
Woo!
And it's also the full series. It's not just like one episode.
Well, yeah, every time they've done
Yeah,
giveaways
they've never
for Telltale series.
Yeah, they've never
they do
released just
5
one
it?
chapter.
That was the thing with old Xbox. When an Xbox 360, they would release like one
Well,
episode.
PlayStation is A1.
Oh,
Get your
yeah,
Xbox
so-
stuff out.
Do you know if it's both seasons or just the first one?
I think it's just the first.
Okay.
I don't.
It might be
Yeah,
both.
it's just the first because the second season isn't all the way out yet.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, because the next one's based off of what's it called? Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean personally, Telltale Batman. I'm a big fan of Telltale games.
Oh yeah, I destroyed.
I'm just a
that
fan.
game.
Honestly, I love Telltale and I love Batman. Like, I'm not a huge fan of DC in general. I have some weird discrepancies with them, but Batman is amazing. Like any Batman iteration is like
Pirate Batman.
Also, going back just to movies and film real quick. Sorry. So like 5 old school Batman movies just came to Netflix, like Batman and Robin and like the
Oh
original.
yes.
Oh, you mean like the terrible ones?
And
Terrible?
Wait,
What do you
Bat-
mean?
They're so bad.
No, Batman and Robin.
Like
where
the ones
friggin'
with
Arnold-
Adam West.
Yeah,
in
with
them.
friggin' Arnold Schwarzenegger playing as Mr. Freeze, and all he does is
Oh,
make
yeah.
cold puns in that friggin' thick
They're
accent.
so
It's just
bad,
like,
but they're so
please.
good.
Okay. Let's get into some video games here now.
Yeah.
So what's this Pyre thing I keep hearing about?
Pyre. So it's an indie game. It came out last year. Really, but so it's about a
Sorry.
mad. So you play as a person that can read, and reading's exiled or banned in the game. So you get thrown into this place full of exiles, and with your team of exiles, you're in a magic tournament, and you have to compete.
This sounds
to
like
get
Common
back
Day
home.
America.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
well then. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great story, and what I think is crazy about it is it's a game that makes you get rid of your best characters.
Really?
Yeah, because you have your team, and basically through each cycle of the tournament, whenever you do well and you win, you send one person back from exile. They're not on your team anymore.
Oh, that's pretty
So
cool.
you
though.
gotta send the people you love back, but then you're like, but I don't have you no more.
Yeah.
No more. I love you.
There's
Goodbye.
it's a very high mortality rate.
Do you have to send your best people?
Well, if you lose, then you don't get sent
So
anybody.
there are levels for your characters as
Yeah.
you use them more. So the characters that you use the most and have like the highest levels on, they're the only ones you can send back. Because,
wow.
And it will say that your other characters, you haven't played them enough. They're not enlightened enough to go back yet.
Wow.
That's cool though. I might. It's on super sale on PlayStation right now. So
Yeah,
if
it's
any
like
of you are
$10.
interested,
Yeah.
it sounds interesting. I might have to go buy that.
Yeah, it does-
I'm looking into it.
It is local multiplayer too, so you can play with your friends.
Oh,
I was
sweet.
smacking
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it.
Aiden can dunk on me in my own house.
Yeah, but it's okay. I dunked on Aiden.
But,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
There's a lot of detail that goes in the story too. Like there's a ton of lore. There are a ton of conversations with all the characters.
That's really
and
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say it certainly sounds like a good game. We're big fans of like the harder games that are more RPG like with
Did I hear harder games?
All the Titan stars.
Yeah, that, and also we're also really big fans of Darkest Dungeon. That's just kind of a
Did I hear the word dark?
Yeah.
Did I hear the word difficult? Did I hear Dark Souls?
No, stop it.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Paladins Battlegrounds. Wow, I almost just put those two words together.
Battlegrounds Paladins.
Battlegrounds Paladins.
So I haven't heard much about this, but it seems interesting.
So context.
At Hi-Res Expo, which is Hi-Res's big thing where they have the Smite World Championship.
Yeah.
One of their big announcements was Paladins Battlegrounds, where they're turning Paladins into a battle royale game.
Yeah, which I think will be very...
How big?
100 people.
100 people. The map is supposed to be like 30 times larger than the regular map.
100 Makoas.
Okay.
You dare challenge Makoa.
So I had a stupid question and I realize now that it is null and void. Are we gonna be able to play together?
Yeah, it's only in teams of 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry, podcast crew can play together.
And
when would this happen?
March.
March.
Yeah.
It is January. That is 2 months away.
Wow. That's surprising, actually.
Yeah,
sadness ensues.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that seems really interesting, though. I'm curious how a MOBA is going to do a.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really think.
Yeah, they're going to be the first hero shooter battle royale, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's certainly interesting.
100 Makoas.
One thing, though,
you dare
talking about Battlegrounds, Player Unknown Battlegrounds, has grown a lot. It's actually grown, I believe, larger than League of Legends.
PUBG?
Really?
Yes.
That's a feat.
They've hit high. For PC-wise, they've hit high.
Yeah.
And then they recently announced that they're going to go even higher, and they have announced that they are going to try to release on every single possible console that they can.
I think that's hilarious because have
PUBG
you
on
guys
the
seen
Switch.
all of the PUBG Xbox exclusive things?
My argument for that though is that Xbox doesn't have it to run it.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Yeah, but
It's been proven that the Xbox processors are worse than the PlayStation processors because Xbox puts a lot of their stuff into graphics.
PUBG on the Switch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's interesting.
Whole bunch of 12-year-olds.
PUBG on the
Already is
PlayStation
12-year-olds.
could work, and there's a lot of reasons why. Because it wouldn't be hard. Like button mapping, just steal from Fortnite,
Oh yeah, totally.
which Fortnite's been growing a lot too.
But I say Fortnite Battle Royale, ever since they released it free for PlayStation Plus members, holy crap!
That's not
it's exploded.
PlayStation Plus. It's
It's
everybody.
just, it's just free.
It's just free.
Oh, I thought it was only
Yeah.
free for PlayStation.
Well, you need
Plus.
PlayStation Plus to play online,
Well, yeah,
so
it makes sense.
Not
yeah.
all games.
well,
But,
for that game.
Plus,
Do you?
for
Yeah.
Battle Royale, you need it.
Any game that uses PlayStation servers, you need PlayStation Plus. But for games with Smite that have their own separate servers, you don't need PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, that's the only.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the only. That's actually one of the advantages. That's really why we're PlayStation gamers, is because of the fact that A, we're too poor for PCs, and B,
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
and B, because really Xbox just did. I mean, they were great for Xbox 360.
yeah, Xbox 360.
Xbox 360 was fantastic, but they kind of hit a stepping stone with the Xbox One, and also the Xbox One S.
Oh yeah, because we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Xbox hasn't been doing the greatest with games either. They had a pretty weak year last year. Not
Last
enough
year was
games.
absolutely disgusting, but
Yeah,
PlayStation's
PlayStation. PlayStation's hitting hard, and also.
especially this year. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, also with the PlayStation Pro, if you compare the PlayStation Pro to the Xbox One S,
Yep.
it doesn't even compare.
I keep forgetting that it's a new year.
Yeah,
Out of
right?
everybody that I know,
Don't worry, it's only been like 15 days, 10 days, sorry.
out of everybody that I know, I'm the only person I'm aware of that has the PlayStation Pro, and I'm not trying to gloat or be like, look how cool my stuff is,
Yeah.
but I think the step up from the normal PlayStation 4 to the Pro is actually significant, and it's very amazing. It has 4K processors in it, so if I can get a 4K TV, then I have 4K gaming, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But speaking of games, speaking of 4K, a game I want to play in 4K is Assassin's Creed Origins. I love Assassin's Creed Origins so much. That game has brought me love to my life again. Do you know do you guys know the basic plot of it?
Yes,
I do.
I
not.
actually do.
So you play Bayek. I don't remember his last name. Bayek from Siwa, which is Siwa's a small province in old Egypt.
Okay.
Ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt. Like, this is like Cleopatra, because you meet Cleopatra, and you work
Oh,
with...
really?
You
Yeah.
work with Cleopatra. Most of the game takes place with working with Cleopatra. But, basically, you go and kill these masked guys, and they're kind of like corrupting Egypt, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
And,
like it's a precursor to the what's it called?
Templars?
Templars, right?
Not really.
Are they
actually.
separate?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
I'm down.
As far as I'm aware, the assassins in this game don't exist, but I have heard that later in the story you take place in making the assassins.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool.
That's the whole thing about Origins is that it's the origin story for the whole Assassin's Creed universe.
What I think is weird though is you get the hidden blade, like the second mission in the game, but you don't like make the assassins until like the third to final mission.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
it's so like backwards. It's so weird.
Well, I mean, they're not going to make an Assassin's Creed game without the staple hidden blades.
without their
Yeah,
staple weapon.
But it's really cool because the game is actually mostly RPG now. So like there's crafting materials and like you have to upgrade your material or like all your equipment and stuff, and you can
Yeah.
upgrade the assassin's blade. I just think
Also-
it's super cool. You can fight the gods.
Oh,
yeah, you can fight the Egyptian gods. You can
You
fight.
can fight so far Anubis and Sobek.
Yeah, those are the only ones right now, but
Which
they're
is-
adding more.
Super interesting. I think that's a big step for them because the past games haven't done so hot.
Yeah.
Also, they changed combat ridiculously.
Oh my god, yeah.
Combat is no longer just rhythm based combat. Where it's
Well,
just
because
like,
there's different weapons now.
I'm gonna hard counter, and then that's it. All I'm doing is sitting around waiting for me to press a button until that my opponent.
Yeah, no,
attacks me.
this is like a. It reminds me of. The game just reminds me of The Witcher, just in general.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good. I like it.
yeah. I personally wanted to actually get that game, but I just didn't get the opportunity to
but
because
yeah,
of funds.
they finally decided to take a break from making Assassin's Creed games, and what they came out with is a lot better than anything that they've
Oh,
done
yeah, my
in
God,
the
yeah.
past few
I've heard
years.
good news about Syndicate, but like anything like before or after.
Anything in between like Origins and Black Flag was kind of meh.
I can say that. Yeah.
Are you including Black Flag?
No, I like.
Anything in between them. So
No, 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 no.
Black
You should-
Flag was really good.
I'd say
and
I
so
actually
was
thoroughly
Origins,
enjoy Black Flag.
And I think anything between
Yeah,
them
Black Flag was
kind of
good if
weak.
you want to sit on a boat for like 20 hours straight.
Well, you're a pirate,
Basically, you're
Well, yeah, but it's also an Assassin's Creed game.
but
yeah, but you're
a pirate.
You're a pirate. I mean, we just have different tastes, I guess, and
I wasn't a fan of sitting on the boat.
I'm a big fan of swashbuckling.
I'm a
Dog.
pirate.
I say swashbuckling's my jam.
I think the whole Egypt thing is super.
oh no, I
super
love
cool.
I love the ancient Egyptian setting.
There's also a huge like nod to Final Fantasy 15. Like there's this like side mission. It's called like a gift from the gods, and like it's not a mission that you can find. It's so like most of the missions are like on the map are like these white diamonds, and they have like an exclamation point. And there's a few blue ones. Those are like so you can get really high level gear. This one's green, and like there's nothing else in the entire game that's like it. It's just that mission, and like you don't fight it or anything. You just go and solve a puzzle, and then this giant like metal bird that comes like it looks like it came from Final Fantasy just flies around and like shoots a sword into the ground, and then you get a weapon.
Oh, cool.
So like
That's interesting.
and like the weapon when you use it, it's a sword, and like
Yeah.
it has the particle effect of Final Fantasy 15's like when you like teleport and stuff. Super cool.
Oh, what about Final Fantasy 15 fishing?
We don't talk about
I'm sorry,
that.
what?
You don't know
Fishing
about the
Simulator
fishing?
15.
There's so much fishing
They
in
put a
Final
fish.
Fantasy.
They basically put a fishing game inside of Final Fantasy 15.
999 hours out of the 1,000 hours in Final Fantasy 15 are fishing.
Dude, I've looked on the PlayStation Store the other day because I had like I had a $20 card and I was looking for stuff. And I was like, oh, there's a fishing game. And then I looked at the price and I was like, why is this $60?
Why is it $60?
Yeah, Final Fantasy actually released a $60 fishing game.
What?
Yeah.
right.
Some other games though that are going on. We have some Kirby Battle Royale.
Oh, that looks really fun.
Is this the Battle Royale but Kirby? Like you all spawn in as different Kirbys and you have to. There's
And then you
100
just
people.
fight
On,
it. No,
there's 100 people. It's a large map.
they put it on the Switch, dummy.
Well, yes. I don't see.
But,
It's on the
where am I?
3DS.
Where am I
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah, I thought Kirby.
That game also
It's
comes
on
out
the
this
3DS.
month.
It's pretty rad. I've seen a couple.
Yeah,
cool
a
things
lot
for
is
it.
coming out this
It
month.
comes out this month, as is like a crap load of other games, because January is apparently a really big month for gaming.
I know I've said it on the podcast, the last 3 podcasts.
Let me
but,
guess.
Dark
Monster
Souls?
Hunter World.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Monster Hunter World.
It finally comes out.
Yeah, 27th.
It's 16 days.
Yeah.
No, it's the 26th.
Oh.
It comes
Yeah.
out the same day as Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yep.
And Pokemon Crystal.
Yep.
The Pokemon Crystal port. I'm so excited for
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's
Pokemon
awesome.
Crystal on the
Yeah.
what is that on?
3DS.
3DS.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Let's say there's a lot of really good stuff coming out this month.
yeah.
I don't find the money.
Fighter Z, they just got 3 new characters for
What are
Dragon
they?
Ball Super. They got Beerus, Goku Black, and
Goku Black?
Hit. They got Hit too.
You don't know about Goku Black?
Goku Black is like evil Goku.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like an alternate universe Goku that's evil.
And
has,
also-
and has like energy blades and
And it
stuff.
can
He's
also
actually-
go Super Saiyan Rose.
Yeah, and he confused with the one dude.
Look, man, I was lost after Super Saiyan Gods. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Super Saiyan
anymore.
Rose is a step above Super Saiyan God.
No,
It's
that
red.
is Super Saiyan God. It's just a different name for it.
Oh, is it?
because yeah.
Okay, well in that
Oh,
case,
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Isn't
Super Saiyan
Isn't
God,
they
Super
changed it to
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan Blue instead because Super Saiyan
Thank
God,
God, Super Saiyan is just way too long.
Wasn't Super Saiyan God, like, can't Goku not do that because of some weird plot thing?
No, he's
No, he can
Goku.
still
He
do
can
that.
do everything.
That's hey.
He does.
Can't he do everything because of some weird plot thing?
Actually, yes, he did the impossible. There's actually a way to fuse in Dragon Ball lore where it's like earrings that you use to
Yeah.
fuse
Oh.
with each other. That's permanent. He somehow got out of that.
Well, he's done it like 4 times.
Yeah,
Doesn't
like,
he fuse with, like, Vegeta?
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
he
that's
makes
one of the
Vegito.
that's one of the ways that they fuse with Vegeta, and that's supposed to be permanent. Like you do that, you don't change back. They've
Oh.
changed back.
I thought they undid it if you took off one of the earrings. But
No, I thought that was supposed to be permanent. Yeah,
I haven't really gotten that. That's part of the
Too much
series that
lore
I
for
haven't
me.
watched.
too
yet.
much lore.
Yeah, there's like 70 billion episodes of Dragon Ball Z. I'm
well, I
lost.
mean, that's because of a couple of different reasons,
it's
but we're
a
not
lot-
going to get into that.
It's a lot shorter if you just watch Kai though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai is really good.
Kai was really good. That was my personal favorite Dragon Ball. Actually,
Another game I'd like to talk about is Project Octopath. Now, I know most of you don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, hold on, I have to check. I might be wrong. I think Square Enix is coming out with this. I might be wrong, and if I am, I'm going to be really, really sad.
I'm actually going to talk about it a little bit from the stuff that I've seen so far. So it's it's an RPG game, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I say it's an RPG. It's from a 2D perspective, but it's a 3D game.
No, it's from a 3D perspective where you're
I thought
with
no, it's
2D with
oh,
2D
yeah.
characters.
Yeah, so it's 2D
Yeah.
characters. It's technically kind of side scroll-ish, but you can still move.
We playing Paper Mario?
Yeah, kind of like it's kind of like playing Paper Mario, you know?
No, it's different.
Except but like the game is beautiful, and this is just their like beta footage.
It has a really crazy art style too because it's like all like 64-bit pixelated
Okay,
stuff
so
like that.
so
and
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
it is Square Enix, but I found out something else that's very interesting. You remember that Bravely game? The Bravely games, like the Bravely. What are they called? Bravely.
default.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
those
yeah.
games. Yeah, the people that made that are making
okay.
Project
Yeah,
Octopath.
you got me on that one.
So Project Octopath is a Switch exclusive so far that we've seen. But basically, what it is like, you know, it's an RPG and like it's a very unique style. It's 2D but also 3D at the same time.
All right.
I forget the actual word for it, but there's a phrase for it.
It's I don't remember. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, it's
Ugh,
pixelated
gotta case the
and
burps.
HD at the same time, which
I-
gives it a really unique
Yeah,
look. It's pretty
super-
crazy.
super-
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but it looks so cool.
It's so visually appealing too. It's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap up. But first things first. This day in history.
We got Tommy's This Day in History for the week. I'm coming at you live from wherever I'm at.
Wherever
So,
we are.
The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap came out today. Street Racer, SimCity 4, Star Wars X-Wing Alliance at Ethan. He knows what I'm talking about.
Friend Ethan, who's
Mega
the
Man
Star
X
Wars nerd.
Collection, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, Xenonia 5, We Fit You, and on this day, Valve bought Turtle Rock Studios.
I don't know what that is.
Let's see.
That's like half of Valve.
Yeah, say that's
Is
that's
it?
kind of what made
Yeah, a
Valve
lot
so
of Valves.
powerful.
Yeah.
Minish Cap is interesting though.
Yeah, it was a good game.
That's
Well,
a-
we're going to take a short break, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
After the break.
After the
not-
break,
Well, yeah.
whatever. Next time is after the break. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, remember, praise Talos.
It's been a
For
long
all
one.
your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort? Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions. The Nerdnado podcast on Idiot Radio is brought to you by the Brookline Teen Outreach, a nonprofit located in the South Hills of Pittsburgh that offers free programming to youth ages 10 to 18. After school and weekend drop-in sessions provide tutoring, access to computers, community service opportunities, counseling, and life skill programs. The Brookline Teen Outreach is dedicated to making a difference in people's lives by offering success, understanding, and hope in our community. For more information, please visit Facebook, Twitter, or their website, brooklineteenoutreach.org. Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
And we are back again with
Some awesome music in the background. Just
Yes, I
I'm
also.
balling.
I'm feeling it.
This is our ballin' music, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick wrap up on the games, and we're gonna move on to a couple other things that have happened recently.
One thing I do want to throw out there. I discovered Final Fantasy, but on the phone, and it's not that crappy Clash of Clans port thing that everyone keeps like. There's ads everywhere.
Yeah.
It's an actual Final Fantasy game, but on your phone, and it's really really cool. Started playing it today, having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
It's called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Exvius.
They actually have another really good mobile game too. Do you know about Mobius Final Fantasy?
I do.
That's
Yeah.
a fun one.
That is good.
Yeah. Also, what is it? Persona 3 is on mobile, right?
Oh,
So
no,
is Final Fantasy 7.
No,
Yeah.
I've been using a PSP emulator. For
Oh,
that.
have you for
Yeah.
that?
Final
Okay.
Fantasy 7 is on phone though.
Speaking of Persona Q,
Yeah, there's only been
Persona Q2. There's nothing really about it, but it's going to be alive at
That's it.
some point.
Has it been announced?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's just a page for it. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
it.
there is. It's a teaser page.
I guarantee the people there were like, life finds a way.
Yeah, it's just got the Phantom Thieves logo, and that's all there is to it.
Really, that's super
Feel
cool.
your heart.
I feel like the people that make Persona know the way. I feel like they know the way.
They know
Do
the
you
way.
know the
They
way?
know the way.
Okay.
So many memes.
I
good Lord.
think that's it for video games. I think
Yeah,
we're
that's
good.
all we have for video games right now. But I mean, a whole bunch of other stuff has been going on. In particular, Aiden, I want you to go on this one because
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably know the best.
Yeah, there's another new Magic pack coming out in 2 weeks.
Another one.
Guys, we're just letting you know. By the way, we keep Aiden around for magic stuff.
Yeah,
like,
we keep
if we
Aiden-
don't understand magic, we're
Hey,
just like,
hey,
Aiden,
hey,
can you
hey,
help
hey,
us?
hey. I like Aiden more than I like you.
But
When I say us, I mean everybody else. You live with him.
Can I talk about this pack, guys?
Yeah,
go ahead,
All
man.
right. So it's the
around too
second
much.
Ixalan pack. It's called Rivals of Ixalan, and they're ramping everything up. There's crazy elder dinosaurs now.
Oh, I've seen some of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the really cool cards.
The
They-
pre-release cards, yeah.
Dinosaurs, but bigger.
Yeah.
They have the first Minotaur Planeswalker in this pack
What?
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
called-
He's a pirate.
What?
Yar har fiddly dee.
I want a Minotaur. I want a Minotaur Planeswalker. That sounds dope.
I mean, I just gave you my pirate deck, so I mean, like,
That's
yeah.
true.
He's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Yar
There's
har
going to be
fiddly
a pre-constructed deck that comes with Angrath Minotaur Pirate, so you might want to pick that up then.
What?
Yeah.
I want it. I
There's,
want it.
there's two versions of him. There's the Minotaur pirate, which is like pirate abilities, and then there's Flame Chained,
Okay.
which is the one that comes in the pack, which is more like useful.
Okay.
You can
Cool.
pretty much throw it in any red and black deck. But
I'm just-
the other one's pirate. Considered.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling Ixalan. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
I liked
not
Ixalan a lot.
How are you not feeling it? Pirates, dinosaurs.
I
not,
really
not a huge fan.
Vampiric conquistadors.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
a
a
big
huge fan.
I'm a big dinosaur fan, so
And say,
I'm gonna be
let's say,
picking more cards up.
I mean,
personally,
if you know about my magic life, you know that I've been looking for dragons.
Yeah, but so
I'm
you've
trying
been
to
on
get
the-
those dragons.
I need more vampires.
I'm on this dragon rampage lately, and like I'm trying to make a dragon deck, but it's so hard.
Yeah,
'cause, like,
dragons are the hardest decks to build. They're really expensive.
no, I'd say slavers are
Well,
harder to build.
Slivers.
Slivers.
yeah.
listen, have you tried?
Slifer the Sky Dragon. Yeah.
Just throwing some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there.
Good Lord.
Got this.
We got this, guys. We got this. But I mean,
How could you not be excited for a new Magic pack, though?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since Unstable.
I don't want
whenever
to talk.
that-
I don't want to talk.
Whenever
about
that
it.
came out, I freaking love Unstable.
Oh yeah,
It was okay. And
I love it.
I got a really fun deck out of that though. I got a deck that is entirely dice rolls. That's all that matters
Yeah.
in
That
the
was
deck. It's a lot of
hilarious.
fun.
It's just like, all right, guys.
for someone who can't roll
Let's see.
good rolls,
Well,
when I played Aiden,
no,
it was pretty rad.
I have swirl powered scheme, so that does all the work for me because
That's it,
it
yeah.
increases all
He
dice
played
roll
3
results
of
by
them.
2. I had 3 of them out.
So
one
anything
That's
he played
amazing.
was automatically a
Yeah,
7.
It's automatically a 7 or more.
oh
Yeah.
my god,
It's pretty
That's
gross.
crazy.
That's disgusting. But
that's interesting.
yeah,
though.
I just loved Unstable because it was just a joke pack, and
Yeah.
I just love
Yeah.
joke packs.
I don't know though. I think meta jokes are funny, but like
Yeah.
only to like some extent, I guess.
That's why they only released one unstable pack or unpack every so often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only been 3 of them.
Hey, my personal favorite uncard is what was told to me by someone. It was Doom Confetti.
Oh.
Where the second you play it, you tear up the card, and then you like throw it up in the air, and if any of the pieces touch a creature, that creature's dead.
Oh.
That's awful.
My favorite was Rules Lawyer, where once you played it, pretty much everything except for Rules Lawyer that you have is immune to a bunch of rules. So you can't lose the game. Your creatures can't die.
Oh my God.
You can like attach things on the creatures that you
That's amazing.
shouldn't normally be able to
Okay.
do.
I'm gonna
But
attach this
Denim Walk.
artifact.
Denim Walk.
There's-
And if you get 2 of them out at the well, it's a legendary. Wait, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it's a-
because
it's a legendary.
I don't think legendary.
Oh
rule
wait, legendary
applies
rules might
anymore.
not apply. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Legendary
So
rules
if you
don't
get 2
apply.
of those out, I think you might not be able to lose the game at all.
Period.
Oh no.
Or place a card that like copies that card. That might be the way to do it.
Yeah,
Oh, my lord.
that'd be interesting.
That's it. But the unpacks in Magic are just great. However, we gotta talk about a couple other things. All right, what's next up? We got some comics, right?
No, actually, I don't have any.
No, we don't have any
comics.
comics for this one. Darn it.
Aiden's magical Persona 3 adventure.
That's
Oh,
true.
Yeah. So after I beat Persona 5, I wanted more Persona. So I looked back at the games. I found Persona 3, and it's on. There's a PSP version of it. So I got this really good PSP emulator on Android. It's called PPSSPP.
Yeah, I know about that
Yeah,
one.
it's a really good one.
Okay.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
I got Persona 3 on that, and I've been playing that a lot. Really fun game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You summon your persona by blowing your brains out.
Yeah. You shoot yourself in the head.
Welcome
I feel
to
like,
anime.
I feel like the Persona 5 way is pretty edgy too, though. You like rip the mask off.
Okay,
and you're,
but
like,
you have to
hunting.
shoot yourself every time you want to use your
That's
persona
yeah.
in Persona
It literally
3.
consists of you just take a gun, you pull it to your head,
And
you
then
pull
you
the
pull
trigger.
the trigger.
That's pretty. I
I'm
feel
bored.
like I would enjoy that.
I've
Yeah.
been playing the
Yeah.
first Persona Q. I don't know if I've talked about that yet. But it's really rad. I talked about Etrian Odyssey a while ago, and it's in the same style because they're both made by Atlas.
Yeah.
But Persona Q is Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters
Okay.
in their own like crazy little story, John.
Makes sense to me.
It's really cool.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon.
One thing I do want to talk about is our very interesting Mordheim adventure.
Oh,
So, for those of you who don't know what Mordheim is, have you ever seen one of those TV shows where they have like the big board and it's like all the 2 people and they're talking about tactics for their armies and they like push their armies around? Basically, it's
Almost
that.
any anime ever.
Yeah, basically it's that, except everybody has their own fantasy army based off of different fantasy races.
They're called
And-
war bands.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. And
I
they
was just-
all fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We played a lot. It's
We
a
played-
1v1 game mode. There's different like
It can be.
situations.
It can be
Yeah,
more than
it can
one.
be more than one.
Yeah, well, the way we play
Yeah,
it
we
is
just,
more than
we
one.
just play 1v1 though, just for time's sake.
There's different situations. We played 9 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and each
So-
game takes like almost an hour,
So
depending upon the game.
We were there from 11 to midnight.
yeah, we got there at
good
11 in the morning, and we left at midnight. I had so much fun though. It was amazing.
Oh, it was a great time. Absolutely.
It was my personal first time doing more
Yeah.
time on a big scale. I
Right.
played once to understand the game
Well,
beforehand.
I was the same way. I played
there was
Mordheim once.
what was there?
before,
There was
and I did that.
14 people there.
Yes.
Something around that.
15 and someone left.
Yeah.
Yeah, some left a bit early, just because they had to.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, but isn't Mordheim made by the same people that did Warhammer, and that's a bit more popular?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if it's made by the same people, but I
think
know
it's-
Warhammer overshadowed Mordheim.
Well, the reason Warhammer overshadowed Mordheim was because of the fact that Mordheim consists of much smaller amounts of armies, and the way you play it is you have to purchase figures.
Yeah.
And for Mordheim, you can purchase like a box of figures, and then you're done. You have your entire warband.
I may
For
have spent $70 on my figure.
Yeah.
So-
But for Warhammer, you got to buy like at least 50.
So
Yeah.
So it's just that's why it was.
So
overrun.
something pretty funny happened at Mordheim. I remember Logan once said to a bunch of us, quote unquote, "Why would I take the L? I never take L's." And then you could just cut to when we played Mordheim. Logan, how many games did you lose out of 9?
What was it?
5? Wasn't it 5?
No, it was 3.
Oh.
That's still kind of a lot.
No, it was 4. It was 4.
That's-
I lost
I had-
3, won 4, and tied 1.
Let's see. I had what was it? 4 losses. I had 2 victories, and then I had what was it? 3
ties?
3 ties.
So I won 5 games and I had 4 draws. I did
Yeah.
not lose a game.
That's it. He didn't lose once. Also, one of my losses
I
does
also-
not count because we didn't know the situation.
What was the...
It was a rush. It was defense.
Oh, yeah, breakthrough.
yeah, breakthrough where you have to
I
get
also
to the other end of the board.
I also played arguably the most broken warband there is.
Besides, like...
Skaven pre
Yeah,
pre-nerf.
besides pre-nerf Skaven.
We nerfed them
and-
ourselves.
Yeah, oh.
'Cause
Well,
we had
the
to.
game stopped producing in 2002, so we kind of just take the rule book and
Yeah.
kind of like change
Yeah,
it.
we make it ourselves.
Oh,
we make
yeah.
it our own.
I just checked, and Mordheim is actually a Warhammer spin-off, technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Okay, I can see that.
But I mean, not Warhammer. Mordheim is by far a great game.
It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's something I could sit down and like do for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
we did it for
We did
we
it,
did it for 9 hours straight.
no.
wrong. We did it for
13
hours
straight.
11 to 12.
Oh.
Or no, we took a food break.
Yeah, we took a
Yeah.
food break. I mean,
For about
granted,
an
we
hour.
played 9 games, which averages out to about 9 hours straight.
Yeah,
So,
it's
I mean,
great.
yeah.
It doesn't take much to play either. Like all the books and stuff, they're all free online.
Yeah, you can get PDFs
you-
of them.
You don't need a special board. You just need like a ruler. You can use papers to make all your sheets and stuff.
Yep.
And
Well, it also helps to make like terrain because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have
let's
to
say
build a
the
world.
entire basis.
You don't have to. You can.
Let's say. I mean,
We
did.
Yeah,
We
we.
did.
but you can make it as fancy as you want.
Or
yeah.
the least fancy.
Let's say you could just.
Honestly, you could make terrain out of like Legos.
Me and Aiden have done that.
Yeah, let's say you can make terrain out of
Yeah.
Lego. Something also. People make a lot of terrain out of popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very
Duct tape.
popular
Duct tape.
DIY material.
Just anything that you can put together.
Yeah.
And cardboard and like
Yeah,
masking
but,
tape.
but it's a great game if you want to look things up for it.
Um,
Very
you-
easy to
you-
find.
You only use D6s.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
like if you're gonna
Not true.
You use mostly 6-sided
Mostly
die.
D6s, but in the aftermaths and stuff, you use D percentiles.
Yeah. So you have
I
to,
always use 2D6s
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it?
No,
It's 2d6s.
It might be 2D6s.
That's it.
because the
all you-
lowest you can get is 11 and the highest you can
Yeah,
get is a 66.
That's
66.
it. The only thing. Yeah.
So
say,
you, the
I always
entire,
think that's a D percentile.
no.
the entire game is used with only D6s.
Yeah, it's only using a
so
six-sided
just get a lot
die.
of D6s.
Yeah.
You'll be
Which
fine.
I actually bought a whole bunch of 6-sided die exclusively for Mordheim. It cost me $15, and I don't regret anything because those things are beautiful.
Our good friend Ethan, who was there with us, bought me my first 2 models,
Oh yeah.
which were elf paladins. because I
yeah.
wanted to make a knight set.
Yeah, you want to make a paladin set. Yeah.
Yeah, like a knight.
It's not in game officially, but
yes, it is.
Sisters of
Sisters-
Sigmar.
Oh yeah,
Sisters
Sisters
of
of yeah. One of the war bands is called Sisters of Sigmar.
Sigmar.
Yeah, they're the holy.
I
war
also
band.
just bought the Mordheim video game. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like if you guys get it, we can like beat each other. It's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Oh, is there online?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's pretty cool. The only downside is it's only the first 4 war bands.
no.
Right?
No.
It's
What is it?
if you get the $10, it comes with the 2 DLC warbands, which are the undead.
So
and
the basics are the Skaven, the sisters, the humans, and the possessed. You can buy the undead, and you can buy the witch hunters.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
all 6. It's all 6 that we play with.
No, there's no orcs.
We play with,
and
let's
there-
say I play an orc.
But there's like
war
Oh,
band.
4
yeah.
human warbands.
Yeah,
there's
the-
4 separate human warbands.
There's not Carnival either, is
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, there's
no
there's no
carnival.
carnival of the what is it?
And there's no
Possessed?
Beastmen. Carnival of Chaos.
Carnival of Chaos.
No one plays Carnival of Chaos though, because it's so hard to play.
Well, Adam played Carnival of Chaos last game.
no, we didn't.
Not the last time I
Oh.
went, he played.
Not
Carnival of Chaos.
The
last
only-
time we played.
Yeah.
The
well,
only problem with the carnival is that you get a cart, and the cart rules are ridiculous, and they're like super separate.
I want to learn to play Carnival.
Yeah, I certainly think it would be fun to
Yeah.
learn how to
Yeah.
play. But yeah, Mordheim's. I love Mordheim personally. It's one of those few.
Yeah.
I mean, we also play a lot of D&D.
We
Two.
the thing about Mordheim though is with like how many people there are with the schedules, we only do it about like how many times a year? 4 times a year.
Yeah, 4.
4 at most.
I think our next one is the day before Easter, day after
Yeah,
Easter.
day before Easter.
which is
It actually might be Easter.
No, it's
no,
not
it's
Easter.
the day before. It's the 31st of March. Because Easter is on the 1st of April this year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, it's on April Fool's Day. I'm being entirely.
April Fools.
Really?
I'm being entirely serious. Easter is on April Fool's this year.
So,
So-
for those of you who can't see me, imagine there's one hand, right? That is Logan's head. The other hand is going over that hand. That hand is the joke. The joke went over Logan's head. Oh my god.
Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Knowing me, of course it did. I mean,
Talking about the Mordheim.
of course
game.
it did.
Talking about Mordheim, though, I
disappointed.
started playing some of the Mordheim games, the video game. It's actually fairly fun. It only came out about like 2 years ago.
Did it?
It's fairly new.
Is it new?
Wow.
Yes.
I thought it was way older than that.
No,
I
it
thought
came
so,
out
too.
2015, 3
They
years
stopped
ago.
doing the game in 2002, but the video games.
Yeah,
go.
The
It's
video
so
game
weird.
came out years later.
Yeah, it's a little odd. Me and our close friend Adam, we were talking about it for a while.
Yeah. Adam's the aficionado of any and all things tabletop gaming.
He's our nerd.
Yeah, he's our. Well, I mean, we're all nerds. But
We may be Nerdnado, but like
yeah, he's the biggest.
Adam's the eye of the nerd.
he is the biggest nerd out of all of
He's a
us,
third
probably.
eye.
But because like he was the one that also introduced us to Mordheim
Yep.
too. I mean, he was
Actually, the first time I ever talked to Adam was about Mordheim.
really.
Yeah.
That's an
Um,
interesting thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I like wasn't fully like aware of what D&D actually was until I met Adam.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew it existed and I knew it was like for nerds,
Yeah, which we
but
are.
like
We also played D&D. We got to figure
Oh,
out our
yeah.
next thing. Did you hear about
Ethan.
Did you hear about Ethan's idea for a character
No.
where he plays as an
Oh,
orc? the orc rogue.
Thief, but
I did hear
yeah,
about
Yeah, orc
I heard
rogue,
about
where
that.
he tries to sneak around everywhere,
That-
and
yeah,
if
that's funny.
he gets caught, he just puts all of his points into intelligence so he can intimidate them.
yeah.
And he's just like, "You did not see Grog. I didn't see Grog. I didn't see Grog. I don't know
What are you talking
who's
about?
Grog.
Grog whomst? I don't-
Grog
I just see this very red
Yes, I-
wall.
What was it? Whenever we've last played D&D, I played as a bard.
Oh my god! And our friend Brandon played as a little rogue.
Yeah.
And Logan would carry Brandon around, and they got to the point where they had to do a sneak roll, and Logan failed, but Brandon passed it tremendously.
That's it.
So they couldn't see Brandon on top of Logan, but they could see
I'm
Logan.
just carrying him on my shoulders, and it's just like.
He
and
hopped
then,
in your backpack.
Yeah, and then whenever there was that big gap between us and the enemies that we were trying to fight, well, I just looked at Adam, and because he was DMing for us, and I just looked at him and I was like, okay, can I throw him?
Yeah, so you guys weren't there, but Logan physically speared Brandon across a bridge.
It was pretty funny.
That's pretty amazing.
And no, the best part was I did that Olympian style, just you keep on spinning
Oh, like the
to gain
discus throw?
to gain
Yeah.
momentum, and
No,
it's just
Logan. Do you remember Leslie?
yes, Leslie,
What?
that is me.
Leslie, that is me.
That is me.
So we had this orc that we like brainwashed, and he like we made him do what we wanted him to do. So we called him Leslie, and like the only thing he could ever say is when you would say Leslie, he would go, "That is me."
Just he could be mid battle cry, and it's just like Leslie, that is me.
He'll stop and turn. That is me.
That is me. Then he
So
and then
funny.
continue just hacking
That's
down
how you
on this
get him
other guy.
killed.
That was so
Yeah,
funny.
kill
Well,
your
we
orc,
almost
dude.
And then
did get him killed.
he fell off
Let's
a
see.
bridge like into like
Into a
river,
giant-
like a giant like river below.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
we were like Leslie, and he's like falling, and he's like, "That is me." It was so funny. It was hilarious. That was a good session.
That's it. And then we had the session before that where I played as not a barbarian, but I played as an actual
Was that-
bard. B-A-R-D. Wherever you were DM.
Yeah. Our last session wasn't I a ranger?
Yeah. Oh, what were you?
I was a ranger the
That's
last
it. He
time
was
I
a-
played.
He was a
what
ranger.
was I? Because I was like
You were-
super sneak.
You were a rogue.
Was
Yeah.
I rogue?
Yeah.
I mean, the last time I played, you were DM,
Yeah.
Devin, and I was a monk.
It
Yeah.
didn't go that
You mean
well.
broken?
I wasn't as. Maybe I should come back to it when I have
But-
more experience under my belt.
Yeah, but say, I mean, the thing about being a DM is you have to have a lot of experience playing.
I do want
Dungeons
to. I
and
do want to play
Dragons.
more, but we need a new dems or a new dem.
A new
dem.
dungeon master.
We need a new dungeon master because our
Yeah.
old one left us.
Yeah.
He's off to college.
He went to that fancy college school.
Went to that Kaleke.
Gotta go get an education.
Gotta go get those educations.
Yeah, I do want to play again soon though.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
I certainly feel as though it would be a good time to play again. We'll figure something out, right?
No,
Yeah.
we're not gonna ever play again. Ever.
No,
Nope,
never.
never.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna create a whole bunch of character ideas and never use them.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
What?
I'm glad that we discussed that we're never.
We're
gonna play
never gonna
D&D.
play.
Never gonna play
Dungeons and
D&D
Dragons
again.
Ever
Logan, that
again.
was stupid of you to ask.
That's it. Well, I mean, I'm just, I don't know. I'm spitting out ideas.
I spit hot fire.
Yeah.
So, we were talking about Persona and Etrian Odyssey and other Atlas games, and there's actually another one coming out pretty
Shin
soon.
Megami Tensei.
Yeah,
5.
there's another Shin Megami Tensei game, which, in case nobody knows,
It sounds like you
I
were
know.
spitting Naruto bars over
Oh.
there. You're like,
it's the original. It's like Atlas's original JRPG game.
It's what like Persona's based.
Yeah,
off of.
Persona's actually a spin-off of that series.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be coming. There's not really a confirmed date. I think it's coming this year on Switch.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This
a
is why I'm
Switch.
getting a Switch on
That's
Friday.
it. Yeah, really. I'm saving up money to buy a Switch because I mean, whenever the Switch first came out, I was kind of weary on it. Like I really.
Oh no, dude, I've
Yeah.
wanted it
If I
since
if
it
I
came
get
out.
if I get the money, I think I'm gonna buy one.
Well, the thing is, whenever the Switch first came out, I only wanted one game, which was Breath of the Wild. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy a console to play Breath of the Wild. But then I
See,
saw
if it wasn't for Wii U, if it wasn't on Wii U Breath of the Wild, I would have bought Switch just for Breath of the Wild
I wouldn't have.
because I love Legend of Zelda.
I don't even have a Wii U. I never
all
bought a
of
Wii
my
U.
heart.
I want the Street Fighter 2 remake that's on Switch.
Yeah, that
It
looks really good too.
good.
That's one of the reasons I also want it because they have games like Super Mario Odyssey, which we talked about before.
and then they have Doom,
yeah, they added Doom.
Oh yeah.
Skyrim.
They added
Rocket League.
Skyrim. They added. Oh my gosh, they added Rocket
Can we
League.
Can we get Dark Souls, but like on Switch?
Portable Dark Souls.
Portable
Dark
Dark Souls.
Souls.
No, I don't want to cry in public.
Don't make the tears.
I feel it would be really cool if they had a bundle that was just the Dark Souls trilogy on Switch. If there's some crazy collector golden edition, whatever.
Dark Souls isn't a trilogy. Dark Souls is a way of life. Thank you very much. That is
well then.
offensive. I
But yeah.
watched a video today,
Mm-hmm.
and it was this guy who was level 804 in Dark Souls 3,
I'm sorry.
and he was in New Game Plus 8, and he went through and he one-shotted every boss.
Wow.
That's the power levels I want to be at. I want to.
I feel like if you're New Game Plus 8, you just need to stop playing or just start playing with a potato. Get more interesting.
Did you hear about the guy who beat the hardest Dark Souls 1
With
boss?
a potato?
No. With a banana, a
Yeah.
microwave, a Guitar Hero guitar, voice control, the
Voice control.
The bongos.
the bongos from Donkey Kong,
Oh, Donkey Kong Bong. Oh.
a a Tony Hawk skate park skateboard.
Oh, that
A
thing's like
snowboard. He does it with I can't remember his
Yeah,
YouTube
that's what I
channel.
was saying. Like, make it more interesting.
that skateboard is super unresponsive too. That game.
No,
No,
you know
no.
what's even more
because of it.
unresponsive? Voice controls.
Uh-huh.
How do you
Oh, yeah.
voice control
Left.
dodge?
No, it was funny though because like he would be like left, and it would go a second, and he would turn left. So he had to time it before.
Wow.
But I think my favorite was when he played with a banana. It was an actual banana.
That's it. He just pushed on it, right?
Yeah,
That's
he would
it.
like
He
just kind of pressed on the
Yeah,
banana.
he just
and
kind
it
of
was
pressed
like,
on certain points. He had like electrodes hooked up to the thing, and it's
the
just sitting there.
bongos part is funny too
Oh, the
because
bong-
it's you hit different parts of the bongos.
That's from DK Jungle Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever they made exclusive bongo.
DK. Donkey Kong.
What's the most recent Donkey Kong game that came out?
Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Wii U or
Yeah,
something?
it was like ice based or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical
Freeze.
Freeze. Yeah, that was a really really good one.
Yeah, I just want to see people beat video games with Donkey Kong bongos. Do it. Go out
Do it.
there.
We need more.
I want a tournament where a bunch of people are sat to play this game and given Donkey Kong bongos. And whoever
It's a
beats it
Dark
first wins.
It's a Dark Souls tournament.
we just have to set up an entire tournament. We have to get at least.
Devin, calm down there.
Okay, Devin almost knocked over his tea.
Um,
But we're gonna go ahead and finish things up. I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's our.
It's a-
it's-
yeah,
Sad
it's
to
about
say,
that
but
I need
time.
you-
that time.
It is
I
that time.
want you all to remember one thing. Life finds a way.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Don't
We're gonna be back on the 24th of January
Tide
for
Pods.
you.
Tide Pods is just natural selection, man.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
For you
Gotta be
dedicated
Oh, no.
listeners, the
For you
24th.
very dedicated.
Put it in your calendar. Put it on your Google Plus. Put it on
How many whams do I
put
need
it
to
on
make a
your
dedicated
MySpace.
Minecraft server?
Share us on MySpace,
Share us on MySpace.
but actually share us on Facebook
Yes.
and stuff.
It's,
Shameless self-promotion.
yeah,
Wait,
shameless
why are we
self-promotion.
not sharing on MySpace?
Because
Go
My-
share on MySpace too.
Shares. We're gonna
Share
make
on
a
Google Plus.
We're gonna make a MySpace page specifically for the purpose.
You think I
of
won't?
the meme? I'll do it. I don't care.
I'll do it.
Share us on MySpace.
Yeah, just remember Facebook at Nerdnado podcast,
Go add me on MySpace.
and also add us on MySpace. We'll find the link.
We'll get it together.
We'll get the connection. We'll make it come back.
Is MySpace even still alive?
Yes.
Is it? I
Okay.
doubt it. All right,
Well,
anyways.
All right, we'll see you guys.
See you guys.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're a bunch of friggin' idiots.
MySpace.